Hello, future homeowner, or maybe you're moving to Florida and you're a future Floridian. Listen, this video is for you. Why? Because in this video, we're gonna dive in is when you're gonna find your dream home, is how to make this dream home into your reality. We're gonna dive in and make a step-by-step the process of when you found a house, you submitted the offer, your offer got accepted, and what it takes to get to the closing table and what it takes to get you into that home. Stay tuned for more information and let's watch this video till the end together. Let's go. Before we dive in, I want to introduce myself. My name is Alek Petrov. I'm here, your local real estate agent in Southwest Florida. So if you have any questions or about moving, relocating it, downsizing it, upsizing it, shoot me, or even investing it, shoot me a message, shoot me an email. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. All right, enough about me. Let's dive into this process and how we can make this dream that we want into a reality and move into beautiful Southwest Florida, beautiful beaches, beautiful sunsets. That's why I love west side of Florida, because we have the amazing sunset. I know that East Florida has its perks and beautiful things and stuff like that too, but out here we get the beautiful sunsets, and I'm a sunset guy. I'm sorry, I'm not a sunrise guy. So I love that. I love to see it and be in the beach, watch the sun just set. It's just beautiful sky. It's just like I can't even explain to you the colors that in the sky. Sometimes it's just so beautiful. So you just gotta check it out yourself. If you're watching this video, if you are a Floridian, comment below what do you like about what area do you like more? Do you like the Southwest Florida or do you like the east side of Florida? And comment which side and why do you like. If you're here in Southwest Florida, if you're here on this side, what would you like more about this? I want to hear your comment. I want to see what do you think about it, because I have so much things to share about Southwest Florida and the east side of it. I don't want to talk about it. Okay, let's dive in. Let's talk about this topic, the process of buying a home and how to get you from offer submitted into closing table. Are you guys ready? Let's go. So you found a home that you like and you're like, okay, let's go. Let's submit an offer. That's number one, submitting the offer, right? Obviously. And you're like, let's go in. Let's do this. Hold your horses. Hold on. There's a lot of steps to take. Yes, submit an offer, but from the get-go, you need to negotiate into the offer. What do you want exactly? What do you want to stay at the house? What you don't want in the house, right? If it's a fully furniture, if it's a turnkey, if it's not turnkey, then some people take the laundry with them. Some like a washing machine and a dryer. Some people keep it in there. So you gotta negotiate that as well into ring cameras, cameras around the house, stuff like that. So because those things, it's gotta be in your contract. If it's not in contract, boom. Some people will assume things, but listen, that's just why we're making this video, right? So making an offer, number one, it's very important. It is very important what is in that contract. It is written. So that's what you gotta have. I'll always tell people, listen, get yourself an agent that can help you out and negotiate with you and ask them questions. Ask them. Even I would advise you to do a buyer presentation, to sit down with them so they can explain you about the contract, what is gonna be there and stuff like that, and ask them as you walk through, as you found the house, you'd be like, hey, is that gonna stay at the house? Is the washer and dryer gonna stay in the house, or is that those shelves in the garage maybe on top? Some guys like those shelves, and are they gonna stay? Are they gonna come out? Stuff like that. So you want to be very, very precise on your contract, very detailed as much as possible. Agents cannot change the contract, but we can add it in the comments. Just saying. All right, so number one, it's making an offer, and making an offer the proper way that will be attracting the seller, and also they can open up a door for negotiation and negotiate and go back and forth. And sometimes when people submit an offer, not always you get respond right away. It will take time because seller needs to think about it, especially if you are giving a lower offer. So anyway, okay, so be ready, be patient. It takes time. It usually takes anything from you can say if you're financing anything between 21 days to 30 days. If you're cash buyer, about 14 to 16 days closing it takes. All right, so you need to be patient with it, because there is hoops that we're going to talk in this video that will prepare you, and so you can be like, okay, hold your horses, everything will be fine. The agents got it. They're working on it. Lender, agent, they got this, and they will get me to the closing table. All right, let's go. All right, number 2, congratulations, your offer got accepted. Woohoo, party in my house, right? Nope, hold your horses, because now you have contingency on your inspection. Number 1 is inspection. That'll be 7 days, that'll be 12 days, up to 15 days. Usually you see between 7 and 15 days, unless you waive the inspection. A lot of people, oh, it's a new construction, waive the inspection. No, always have inspection. Always have the inspection time, because in case something happens, in case you're gonna find something that doesn't work, you're gonna spend anything between $600 to $900 for inspection, because you're gonna need the 4.0. I need the wind mitigation and need the home inspection. 4.0 wind mitigations for your home insurance, and do not, if you ever get your home insurance home inspection report, do not send the home inspection report to your insurance person or to your lender. The home inspection report is for you, and for your eyes only, and for your agent. Okay, so get that inspection period time. You want to get that inspector out there, get inspected, get the report back. So it's the time if they're gonna find something negative in the house. And remember, a job of home inspector, sorry, brain fart, I had a home inspector. His job is to be a negative at the house. He's got to find those negative things in the house and point it out to you and show it to you. Oh, that'd be a little cracks, that'd be missing that or that. It's their job to be negative, and they'll write those details out. And sometimes you get this 80 pages a home report. You're like, oh my gosh, this is so bad, this is bad. Wait, hold on a second. It's his job to be negative. So that's why you're paying him money to be negative, to tell you what is wrong with the house. But listen, the more it's written down, the more negotiation. Yes, of course, there's small things, item things like a scratch in the wall, or missing a grout missing, or a crack in a tile. Those things are very small things. You want to look at the water heater, you want to look at the AC, you want to look at the windows, operation of the windows, you look at the garage doors, you want to look at the roof, right? This the cracks in the foundation. That's the big things, right? There's some cracks, but if there's a huge one, these are things you want to look out for, right? So that's number 2. It's very important. Inspection, you gotta do it. And number 3, it's kind of side by side. It's the earnest money deposit. You hear EMD, earnest money deposit. Number 3, it's you're gonna have, usually you have 3 days. Some people do put 5 days. As soon as your offer gets accepted, the agent is gonna set up account for you with the title company, and the title company will send you a wire instruction. That'll be $5,000, $3,000, $10,000, whatever your deposit is, which is gonna go towards your closing, is gonna go towards your purchase price. So but at the same time, it lets the seller know, hey, listen, I am serious buyer, I want to buy it, right? So especially if it's a hot market, especially if you're coming low prices, I always tell the buyers, listen, you want to submit it bigger, because if you're buying this house, you're gonna buy this house, let the seller know, hey, I'm sticking this to the end, I love this house, and let's make this deal happen. Whatever's gonna come up in the home inspection, in the end of the day, let's make this deal happen. I'm here to buy this house. And I usually tell people, hey, if we're gonna be submitting a low offer and stuff like that, we want to be a $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 EMD, earnest money deposit. And this one thing very important, listen, it's gonna send you through the title company. Confirm with your agent who's the title company is. Get their phone number from the agent and call them directly. When you get the email, call them directly, like, hey, did you guys send me this email with this wire instruction? They'll tell you yes, and you just confirm the numbers, the bank account, the routing number, because there is a lot of fraud going out there, and you don't want to be a victim of one of those frauds, right? So make sure you contact them directly, not through your agent. Call them directly and find out that detailed of that's your routing number, bank account, and your account number, right? I already said that. It's a bank name, account, and the routing number. And also they will tell you exactly what to put in the notes. Usually it's the house, it's 123 Banana Street. They'll put it in your notes so they know which this deposit is getting to. And on top of that, you will get the receipt. Definitely got to get the receipt as well, showing that you made a deposit. That be wire deposit, or if you drop the check in personally, whatever method that you are choosing it. God bless you, but you need to get the receipts of that deposit. Okay, all right, let's go to number 4. All right, number 4, guys. So you already got your home inspection done. You guys negotiated, right? If the home inspection came in clean, if there's no issues in the house, you're like, okay, fine, let's move on, moving forward. So the 10 days, 15 days pass by, you're out of that grace time, I call it, that inspection time. You pass that point. But at this time, lender already supposed to be getting appraisal out there, which is very important. If you do a cash buyer, if you're doing big percentage down, a lot of lenders will not require that. But if you're doing 20%, sometimes 25%, depends who the lender is. And if you do 3.5 FHA, VA, 5% conventional, 100%, you're gonna have an appraisal. It could be sent out by the bank. You cannot hire that person. It's gonna be sent out by the bank. They go out there, they watch, they look walk the house, they look at the comps around it, basically comparison houses that sold in that area, and they kind of look at the price and make sure you're buying the house, not overpaying, not overpaying for the house. So he comes out there and he goes, okay, this house is good, 350 or 400,000, whatever the number is, and he just tells the lender, yeah, this house is appraises at that price. If the appraisal comes short, what does this mean? That means if you really love this house and the appraisal comes in at 350, but you guys give someone an offer at 400, then you gotta take the 50 grand out of your pocket towards the house, or go back and negotiate with the seller. But 50 grand is pretty big drop. I mean, there's a $5,000-$10,000 you can negotiate, but 50 grand maybe you can do 50-50 split. You give out 25 grand out of your pocket. It depends again the skills of your agent, and depends on the seller. If the seller is willing to go even more lower, because usually most of the time, if you're lowballing them, if you're putting a lower offer in the house, lowballing them, putting a lower offer in the house, most likely right now this market most likely is going to praise a little bit more than whatever the price you gave for that house, right? Usually the listing agents, they will price the house right. They'll price the house what it is, was the other comps or other comparison homes sold it for, so you should be okay. But that's a very important step of appraisal. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, I will pass the inspection, everything's good, I know everything works out fine, praise God, hallelujah, but then boom, that appraisal came in short. Like, well, I don't have that 20 grand extra in my pocket that can just cash out and pay for this house, and then like, oh, all that's just breaks loose. And again, one point when we talk about making an offer, your agent is supposed to put a contingency on a financial part of the house. So if if the appraisal doesn't appraise at the level, and for some reason you cannot come up with extra money, you need to back out that way, that will cover you under your basic contingency of financial obligations. Why? Because now if it doesn't appraise that, you cannot come up with this extra money, you cannot get a loan. It's that kind of whole contract kind of gets voided, and then you get cancellation process and you get your money back, the deposit that you deposited already that was going towards your payment. But anyway, that is number 5, is appraisal that you get through it. All right, so now you get to clear to close. It's number 6. It's my favorite thing to hear from a lender when I get an email, in the morning or afternoon. I'm like, oh, clear to close. I'm like, yes, that's a good sign. That means you met your criteria. If you're W2, if you are 1099, after you get appraisal, they will do some, underwriters will ask some clarification, right, for your transaction, bank statements, your pay stubs. They'll ask you, that will be lender questions. You gotta ask the lender, hey, what is my conditions that I need to clear to get to get this good statement saying clear to close, and what the hoops I need to jump, right? So you go through all that, and I can make a whole video about the lenders. I can work out. I'll make a video. Let me know if you think it was gonna be helpful for you to do a video with the lender, what it takes to get the application approved, what hoops we need to jump in different scenarios. Let me know in the comment below if you think it'd be great. I'll make one for you guys that we can explain in more details what exactly lenders are looking for in W2, 1099, and so on. All right, so clear to close, you are good to go, right? But listen, clear to close doesn't mean you want to go sign the papers, and even if you get clear to close, you still need to wait 3 days to funds to get released. But I always tell my buyers, like, listen, hold on, we need to do a final walkthrough. Especially if people moving out of the house, especially if people have renters living in the house, because you don't know what conditions you're gonna leave the house at, right? If you're buying turnkey home, it's fine, because nobody's gonna be moving things out of there. Nobody's gonna be going in and out. It's gonna be just you if you be going in and out, do cleaning, stuff like that. But you want to do final walkthrough. You go back to the place with your agent. You walk through the house, make sure it's not damaged, make sure there's nothing burned up, make sure the refrigerator, stove, and everything stay the same. If the washing machine and dryer, if that's still the same, because if they replaced that, they should have been disclosed that to you, so you would have known that at the beginning. It'd be different stuff in the house. So so you want to walk through, make sure it's the home, it's the same way, the way you walked the first time, second time, third time. So it's nothing been changed. There's no wall, hole in the wall that's just crazy. They gotta call out a handyman to come pitch it up, right? Make sure there's no like a hole in the roof, and make sure that the roof's not leaking, right? So that's very important, because after that, if we do a final walkthrough, you like it, this is it. This is amazing. You are in it. Now you're going to a closing table. Before you get to a closing table, I highly recommend it, guys. is to get the electrical bill, get the water bill, everything switched on the day of a closing. If you're closing in the morning, make sure everything gets switched to you. Work with your agent, make sure that gets done. And on top of that, one of the points that I really forgot about it is your home insurance. You need to get the home insurance after the appraisal comes in good, everything good to go. Before you get cleared to close, you will need to get a home insurance and reach out. Majority of agents, they will have a good insurance person that they can recommend you to it. They'll give you a couple of them so you can go check it out, see who you will connect better with it. But home insurance, it is a must. That's why you did the 4.0 with mitigation. That's the stuff that you're gonna send it to the insurance person to get the insurance for your home, because they will need that. They'll put it in the loan if you are doing a loan application. If you do mortgage, if you're doing cash, you just pay for that, whatever you're going to work it out with the person, and you tell them, listen, that it's going to be whatever the date is, XYZ date is. It's going to be, I'm going to be closing that table. I'll be at the closing table, and this is it. Make the insurance active at this day. You don't want to pay previous, or you don't pay later, because who knows what happens. Things do happen. Trees do fall, right? So it's very important, insurance. But now listen, you got to the closing table. You already got everything stress free. You got all the electricity is already on, the water is already on your name. Everything that needs to be done is already done. If you're the HOA, there's a whole different. But matter of fact, go check out my other video. I talk about buying in the HOA. If you're buying in the HOA, you must see the video before you buy it. Go check it out. I dive into all the details of HOA. When you're buying a house in HOA, what to look out for, what waits for you. God bless you. If you buy an HOA, I really hate HOA. Maybe when I get way older and I'm tired of cutting grass, probably. And if I'm not gonna be boating anymore, probably. But right now, kids, and I love freedom. I love them running around, but enough about me. All right, let's go. But now you're at the closing table. You got your keys for the house. Congratulations, you're the owner of the house. Congratulations, you got stuck with this mortgage for the next 3 years if you do a mortgage, right? But listen, it's better than renting. It's better than paying Uncle Sam this money. It's your own home. You can paint the walls the way you want to paint it. You can do whatever you want to do inside the house. It's yours. If you want to change the floors, you don't need to call anybody. You need to call the landlord and change things out. It's your home. There's responsibilities, stuff like that. But owning a home, it's a beneficial, especially in Southwest Florida. It's beautiful. I love it here. You're not gonna regret it if you're gonna own a house here. So thank you so much for watching this video. Well, obviously I'm not gonna talk about moving in and I get like movers out there and stuff like that, set it up, which is I also talk about other videos, like when getting ready, how to relocate, moving, downsizing, and you need to move, how to get everything set up so it's gonna be stress-free process. The more things you set up in advance, the more easier the process is gonna be for you. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for watching this video till the end. Please don't forget, subscribe it, share this video if you know anybody that's trying to buy a house and you're like, oh, I don't know how the process is. This usually the process is typically for every state, majority of it, how it works, but there's could be slightly different details of it. But here in Southwest Florida, that's how it's done here. And so hopefully this video was helpful, educational. Hit the like button if you think this video was helpful to you, and if I answer any questions that you probably in your head like, well, I want to buy a house but I don't know how it's gonna work. But hopefully this video answering questions. If you have any more questions, listen, shoot me a message, text message, email, schedule time on my calendar. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you guys have. And again, thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe it. Don't forget to hit the like button and hit the bell button. That way, if you're gonna hit the bell button, you get notified when my next video coming out. So thank you guys so much, and God bless.